there's two types of publicity that's available for you. Now, I'm running through this quite quickly today because I want to try and jam pack in as much as we can in this 45 minutes. And the first thing is providing the content. So you actually can provide the content to the media outlet, and that's a way of getting publicity. And the second aspect is actually being the content. And I want to talk through and work through both these options to give you ideas of how you can start doing this in your business tomorrow. So the first thing is actually providing the content. Now, to give you an idea of what providing the content actually means and how the actual media universe actually works, is magazines and TV shows for that matter and newspapers and all that sort of stuff need the content to sell the magazines. They need articles, they need features, they need commentary. Because that's why people buy. People are buying a magazine for the content of the magazine. However, on the other side of the coin is magazines aren't there to sell content. Magazines are in the business of selling advertising. The content is just a wrapper around those advertisements to get people to read the ads. It's all the content is there for from a media's perspective. So if you can actually show content to them, it's actually going to help them sell more magazines. You're actually helping them out and they're going to help you out by actually giving you that exposure. So when it comes down to actually pitching your content, did I skip a slide? No, good. Okay, so what you're trying to do is actually work out a way to pitch your content to the media to help them out. Now, as I said before, the media need content that interests their audience, period. That's all it comes down to. So you need to prove that your content helps. So there's different ways you can actually prove that your content is relevant to their marketplace. For example, if you have a blog, and you have a blog on your website, and it's getting comments, and it's getting interaction from readers, it shows that you're already an authority in that particular space. You can say that there's social proof here because people like the stuff I'm writing. So if you can show that people are enjoying interacting with the stuff you're writing, why aren't the magazines going to jump all over it? Because, well, they are, because it shows that there's already some interaction there. Twitter followers, as I was saying before in an earlier session about where Twitter can work for you, is that market leadership status. If you have a Twitter account where you talk about, back pain and physio stuff and all that sort of thing, and you have a following, you can turn around to the magazine and say, look, I am a expert on business consulting, and I want to write for small business, so don't make small business. I have a following of 10,000 Twitter followers. It's pretty impressive. They're going to go, well, shit, you must know what you're talking about because you've built this following on your own. There's that implied authority status. There's Facebook fans. Again, if you have a Facebook page and you can show your Facebook page has 10,000 fans or 10,000 followers, whatever it might be, you are an expert in that space. If you can go to some of the craft magazines in Australia and say, look, I've got a blog, I write about craft, and I have a blog and I'm getting many comments here, and I've got a Facebook page with 300 fans, it proves you're already an authority, and it saves the magazine doing their own due diligence on you. It looks like you're already an authority, and they'll just go, yep, great, let's start talking.